Well, there's a long run up to the role of Dwayne on What's Happening. I mean, I'm a New York actor, so I pretty much started off as a kid, doing a lot of commercials. Some of the soap opera, As the World Turns. Moved from there into doing a couple of films, Mixed Company, and otherwise Broadway. And in my run on Broadway, Norman Lear actually came through and pulled me, and I auditioned for Good Times. Ultimately, after screen testing with Bernadette Stanis, I didn't get the role. Went back to Broadway, and Bud Yorkin came and saw me and pulled me into Grady, which was a spinoff of Sanford and Son. I played his grandson on that for one season, but we were canceled. And so they sent me back to New York like the same day, and where the $100,000 pyramid was being shot, and we auditioned. It was like a sea of people. I don't know, I guess you call it a cattle call. It's like 300-400 people. But I went up and read, and they liked me, and it was for a new television series called Cooley High, which was the series based on the movie Cooley High. And ultimately that became What's Happening. And in the changeover from Cooley High to What's Happening, the characters changed names. My character was Pooter, but Pooter became Dwayne, and then Hey 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 came about because my name's Haywood, and on Grady we used to say Hey Hey Haywood, but when I did the pilot for What's Happening, I peeked through the curtain and all I saw was a lot of beautiful women, and I said to myself, I better have something better to say than hey, what's happening? So I came through the door and said hey, 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 and they went wild, and the producer says keep that, and the rest is history. Yeah, the funny thing about that, being a teen idol, I didn't really even recognize it or accept or really acknowledge it. I think I was more interested in the fact that growing up, there were not a lot of people of my color on television. So I got to watch the ones that were out there, and I Spy and, and Mission Impossible and then some of the other shows that were out ahead of me. And it was important for me to make sure that I did something to help represent the culture and bring more faces on. And so I was more focused on that than being a teen idol. But then being a teenager, having the young ladies talk about you and interested in you wasn't a bad thing either. So, it was pretty good. Well, first of all, the Doobie Brothers two-parter was my favorite. Loved it. We had a really good time. I was a Doobie Brothers fan at the time. We got to watch them sound check, practice, play the music. We even got to play music with them. So that was like a highlight of my life and my career. I really enjoyed that. Being part of a rock tour while doing my show. It was like amazing. And that's one of the things that I think pop culture, it's just it's an incredible thing. The nostalgia that a lot of people look to now, for us, it was just this incredible life experience to be a part of and roll through with these icons that I always looked up to. But here I am with them and creating with them. So when it comes to Doobie Brothers, I have to say it's one of my favorite. When it comes to pop culture, I have to say it's just the experience of a lifetime to be a part of that and to have brought something that others can hopefully glean from and bring something new next level. And that hopefully will inspire me, and then it perpetuates. Now I'll create something that inspires them, and on and on and on. So it's an honor. It really is. Prince and I share the same last name. It's rumored that we're half brothers or we're brothers. It's not true. It's not true at all. However, there may be some lineage and some relation that is not acknowledged yet. We don't know. But no, we were not brothers, and that's the main thing. Yeah. My career has been very interesting. I early on was a tech cat. Went to school for electrical engineering, architecture. So I was always kind of into that. I was always I drew every script cover from what's happening that I ever had has my illustrations on it. However, the digital side of life is something that really, really resonates with me. And, the digital executive part is because I'm into interactive television. I'm into enhanced television, next level television, and to the point where it's no longer television. And being able to build digital content, of course, take things that exist already and turn them into is one thing. But creating content specifically for that media is something that I really enjoy, and then quantifying it. Finding the revenue model that fits. That's the executive part, and staying within the legalities and protecting the intellectual property. But what I really like to do is just create content that is specific to certain media, certain platforms, and then finding ways to distribute it out in ways that other people can have it in an easier way. That's my thing.